In a tavern, a man spoke boldly. He said that death was a foolish choice everyone accepted. He didn't want to die. He wanted to live forever. These words were overheard by Dream, who was sitting nearby. He remarked to his sister that no creature with even a shred of reason would ever long for immortality. Intrigued by his interest, his sister decided to grant the man immortality and tasked Dream with seeking the answer.
And he will be begging for death within a century, I assure you.
Dream approached Durin. He told Durin that he could grant him immortality, but in 100 years, they would meet again in this same tavern. Then Durin would tell him what it felt like not to die. At this, everyone around burst into laughter. Durin wasn't sure if this was real or not, but he agreed, for all human wisdom is contained in these 4 words: hope and wait. Time flashed forward to 1489. Durin asked if he had made a deal with the devil. Dream didn't answer. He said he was simply interested in Durin's experiences. Durin didn't have to do anything. He just needed to live his life as he wished. Then, Dream eagerly asked, "Did you ever wish for death?" Durin exclaimed excitedly that the feeling of being alive was wonderful. In just 100 years, kitchen chimneys no longer stung the eyes, and one could even elegantly blow one's nose with a small piece of cloth. Before, they had only their sleeves. Dream was speechless. He asked, "What did you do in this 100 years?" Durin said, "The same as before, mostly a soldier, and when there was no war, a bandit. Though boring, it was still better than lying underground rotting into maggots." Seeing this, Dream agreed to meet again in another 100 years. Time flew by in an instant, arriving at 1589. By now, Durin was a member of the English royal nobility. He told Dream that he had ridden the waves of the era to make quite a bit of gold, and had also gained his first son in over 200 years. Unfortunately, his son had passed away 10 years ago. Even so, he still yearned for life. After hearing this, Dream felt bored. Another 100 years passed. Dream arrived early at the tavern, but Durin was late. He was disheveled now, having completely lost his noble appearance. Through their conversation, Dream learned he had lost everything. His wife died in childbirth, and the infant in her womb also tragically perished. After that, people discovered his secret of immortality, thought he was a demon, locked him in an Iron Maiden, and threw him into the sea. He endured the torture of drowning and reviving every single day. Later, Durin managed to escape with great difficulty, but since then, he had been in a slump. Durin said he hated every minute of the past 80 years. Dream smiled. All of this was recorded by a painter in the shadows. Another 100 years passed in the blink of an eye. By now, Durin was in the transport business. He captured black people in Africa and shipped them to America to be sold as slaves. Dream told him that one man enslaving another was a sad thing. He didn't want Durin to harm innocent lives and suggested he find something else to do. Durin heeded Dream's advice. But now he had one big question. 400 years had passed, and they had met 4 times. Durin wanted to know just who the other party really was. Just then, a woman interrupted them. This woman was none other than the famous Constantine. She had been desperately searching for the 2 of them for a long time. It was only 2 years ago that she found a painting in a dead man's pocket, which led her to them. The woman could tell that the 2 men held many secrets. She wanted to make a deal with Dream in exchange for immortality. At the critical moment, Durin simply splashed a cup of coffee in their faces and dealt with them in a couple of moves. Just as they were about to turn back to deal with the woman,